just realized I was on. So, ScatterBreaker here, and I just watched Falcon and Winter Soldier episode 6, and actually, as it was ending, there won't be any spoilers here. As it was ending, I watched all the way through to the end to see if there would be anything at the very, very end of the episode, after the credits, after the scrolling credits, and there wasn't. So spoiler: there's no end credit scene, except there is one after the graphics parts of the credits. So if you haven't watched that, you should check that out. But I think probably everybody's been waiting through those, maybe. I don't know. Oh, but so what I want to say is it showed that little WandaVision, watch WandaVision next thing. And I wanted to say on that one, there was an end credit scene after the graphics part of the credits, like after they showed the two rings like that. And then there was another one after the scrolling credits, like when it was black screen and with the words. But before it got into the different language, I think probably before it got into the different languages that it's been translated into. So anyway, so there's two end credit scenes on the last episode of WandaVision, and I'm actually going to go back through all those and make sure there's no end credit scenes on some of the other ones, because I know there was one on the one before the last one on Falcon Winter Soldier also. But I didn't really think of any real bullet points to talk about on this Falcon and Winter Soldier episode. And so now at this point, I should probably mention that there might be spoilers. I'm assuming you've already seen it if you're watching this. So yeah. So there might be spoilers. I will still try to avoid them as much as possible. And I'm pretty strict about what spoilers are, so even little tiny reveals I could consider spoilers. So I really do try to be careful. But see, that would be a big spoiler if I just said it. But I like the whole John Walker story in this. I'll just say it like that. At first, at least. And so I might do spoilers at the end. Yeah. But I like how they continue John Walker's story, and Sam Wilson and Bucky's rapport is always really good. But it almost seemed at the very start it was too quick before he was already Captain America. Since the last episode, I was like, did I miss an episode? Did anybody else feel this way? I wonder if I'm the only one that felt that from seeing this. I would have thought I would have seen a little bit more of oh yeah, did Sam practice with the shield at the end of episode 5? See, I've also got a bad memory, so sometimes I can't fault the show. but it did seem like it was a quick jump to it, and also it almost seemed like Sharon Carter already got her what's it called, pardon. Did she already get her pardon or something at the very beginning? Because she was wearing the disguise, and then it was just her out in the middle of all these federal agents or whatever. So yeah, so I was like, is this a jump to the future? And then they're gonna so this is what the Falcon and Winter Soldier is going to become, and then it's gonna jump back real quick or whatever, and then tell a little bit more of the story. Yeah, that would have been cool too. But it was cool because it was he's already got the abilities, he could already fight and everything, but it seemed like he would have just needed a little more practice with the shield, is all I'm saying. So did anybody else feel that way? Please. Um, and what else was I gonna talk about? Oh, guys, that Bradley story was cool. I gotta like admit that I was a little teared up at the end there of that. Um, made my eyes kind of tired, so then I was almost like, oh, do I really want to do this show right now? But I do because I feel like this is the right time to talk about it right after I've seen it. So, what was I gonna say about that though? Dang. Oh yeah, I said Bradley and oh, it was kind of a disappointing at the end. The Sharon Carter thing. Well, I mean, it's not really disappointing, but and this might be a spoiler, like kind of like a not a spoiler for the show itself, but like for the future of what the show could be. Is I don't even know what that would count as, um, but I was like thinking it kind of sucks that like now Agent Carter is bad, but I think in the comics she did become a traitor at some point, but like she was involved in Cap's death in the comics. I think she actually was the one that shot him, but she was totally under the control, I believe, of Hydra at the time, if I remember right. So, um, did I say this could be a spoiler for the comics? I hope I did. Sorry if I didn't, but I think I did. Anyway, so so at least in a couple of the storylines, she's played a really big part. So I remembered her. I knew, who she was from the comics. So what I'm thinking is that it could be, but she does seem to be really invested in what she is doing now. So, but it seems like she could be like possibly brainwashed by Hydra. I don't know. I'm sort of hoping that, but yeah, because the whole Carter thing, the Carter name, the Agent Carter. How many of you actually watched Agent Carter on like the series? It was pretty good. I liked it. Um, but oh, so I'm gonna go ahead and mention it now because if you've already been watching for a while, I didn't say who it was earlier, but I just said John Walker's story. But it was really awesome to see like the U.S. agent thing. But at first, like when Julia Louise Dreyfus, and she was like really funny in that too. Um, when she first showed up there with is it John Walker's wife or girlfriend or whatever. Um, I was like, who are they? Who are they? I can't remember. I couldn't remember them from the last episode for some reason. But then I caught on, and then I was like, oh yeah, who was she though? But who actually was she? She seems to be a mastermind of some sort, and I feel like I do know who it is, but I can't think of her name, whatever. And but anyway, so I'm gonna look into that, but rack my brain perhaps. But it was interesting how her character is shaping out to be, and U.S. Agent's a good guy, but he's already killed somebody. So it's kind of like that would have been a spoiler for like episode something 6 or 5, 4, whatever. Um, but anyway, he's already killed people, and I know I was like thinking about like when at first he was kind of in his old Captain America outfit, um, how he was like, oh, I almost felt like Marge. No, what is the terrorist? Oh, wait, oh, I shouldn't call her terrorist after Sam Smooch. uh, what was her name? Carly. When Carly went for that van when he was fighting Captain America, the old Captain America, or the temporary Captain America, became U.S. agent. I'll just call him U.S. agent from now on, since I've already said that. When she's fighting him, it's like, oh man, I totally forgot what I was going to say about that. uh, Captain America. Ah, I lost it. Oh well. Anyway, I will have a full review later with all my thoughts sort of together sometime soon. And I know. As soon as I press end, I'm going to think of what it was I was going to say. But U.S. agent. Oh yes, when she was going for the van, it was like I thought she was. Oh, he was stopping her from saving the people because they were all saying "help us." So I thought there was something happening to them, and she was going for the van. So at first, I had this whole like storyline in my head where revenge was like the only thing in his mind, and he was like, "I have to kill her at all costs." Like if these, almost like thinking like not even thinking about the people, like not so much like knowing that he's neglecting to save them, but like just dead set on revenge that he's totally blinded to it. And as it turned out, though, I guess she was going for the van the whole time to actually drive the people. He would go, well, I don't know, I guess so that he would try to save them, kind of like what she did with the. So was that what was happening there in that scene? I think it was, right? You should let me know. um, and I'll watch it again with fresh eyes. I really want to watch the whole thing now, all the way through the whole series. But anyway, so the whole storyline basically was though then if she went to actually take the people into danger, then he was trying to save the people the whole time, but also dead set on the revenge. Did I get that right? um, yes, and so really he's just a good guy at this point. That I feel like somehow, and maybe this is a spoiler for the comics if you will ever pick up old Captain America comics or whatever. Like then this could be a spoiler, but I feel like the U.S. agent at some point is a bad guy, like a villain, or not necessarily a villain. Like I kind of think he would always save people, but maybe sort of like a terrorist, actually, or like an American terrorist. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's true or not. But I feel like that might be the truth in the comics. Yeah. Um, so um, I can't think if there was anything else I was going to talk about, but I will just do a full kind of review thing later. Maybe what is today? Maybe Monday. I'm gonna try to put something together that's more organized, but I'm still ScatterBreaker, so it's gonna be a little jumbled, and I apologize for that. And that's all I can do. So I will. I still know there's gonna be something I'm gonna think about that I should have said before I ended. So I'm just when I'm done, and then I'll include that in the later review. So anyway, I will talk to you later. So many buttons.